Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Danielle. For those of you who do not know me, hi, welcome. I'm so glad you stopped by today. Today I'm going to be doing another anti-haul slash will I buy it. It's kind of both. I'm going to be putting things on a maybes list slash completely anti-hauling it, saying I'm not going to buy it. And I'm going to kind of give my thoughts and opinions on some new products. So if you want to see what I think of some of the makeup coming out, then continue watching. So I'm getting these pictures from a bunch of different sources on Instagram because I've started following more recently. Sorry, I'm laughing at an Instagram comment. Somebody calling me a clean freak when my life is chaos. That's great. Thank you. Okay. So anyway, I am going to be looking over some new things. And again, I got these from all over different sources. I got them from Indie Makeup Spotlight, Trend Mood, Indie Mood, and I think another place, and I will list those places down in the description box if you are not following any of these. But I'm going to start towards the bottom and we'll see if we make it to the Indie Makeup, I guess. Trying to see where I want to start with. You know what, I'm just gonna start somewhere kind of in, we might just start with Indie Makeup. Let's go ahead and start with the Looksy Beauty Butterfly Kisses collection. And I guess it's already launched, or it's launched today when I'm filming this. Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. The shadows will be $3 each, or get the entire bundle for $30. Are you kidding me? Oh, this is really tempting me. That the Angel Wing shade, the Caterpillar shade, that's cute. Apollo, oh my gosh, they're all so gorgeous. Painted Lady is absolutely gorgeous. So right off the bat, I think you guys can tell where this collection is going. It's going on the maybe list. It is absolutely gorgeous. I do want to get back into using my singles, playing with my singles, things like that. So you might be seeing some of that here on my channel, as well as me doing kind of single eyeshadow hauls and things. I'm not 100% sure on that one yet, the haul part anyway. But oh my gosh, this is gorgeous. Yes. I might need these in my life. Then we have something from M Cosmetics. These are 10 new matte shadows from M Cosmetics, launching August 4th. I don't know. I really like the M shade and the Sunflower shade. I have several green shades like Camo. The Smoky Plum shade looks pretty. I don't know. They are very pretty. I have been wanting to try M Cosmetics for a little bit, so they are a brand that are on my Indie Makeup to try. I just haven't gotten around to it. They look gorgeous, so I'm going to go with that. I'm not going to be purchasing these just yet. More because thinking about this and thinking about what I already have as singles, I have a lot of similar shades in my own single shadows, so I don't really need more like this. Then we have something, this is a sneak peek from Odin's Eye Cosmetics. I like the color story. I have gotten really into kind of blues and oranges and peaches. I don't know if you guys know this, but my wedding colors were peach, orange, and blue, and I absolutely loved it. So this would be something that I would really like to see what it's going to be. Definitely going to be eyeshadows. I haven't seen anything about what this is going to be yet, but I'm also not like stalking their Instagram. So I could be way off on that. Then we have something from Clarity Cosmetics, and it looks like they're getting ready to launch a pretty pink and purple palette. It's pretty, but this is definitely going on my anti-haul list. I have been kind of playing and looking at my single shadows as well as my palettes, and I love a good purpley pink palette, and I have several of those. I have several single shades that are purple pink, so I don't really need another purple pink palette in my collection. So I'm actually going to anti-haul this, but I do want to try something from Clarity Cosmetics at some point. Oh, this is Notice Beauty. Just showed a sneak peek of their new multi-chrome glitter palette. Oh my gosh, multi-chrome glitters. I want So pretty. The Venus shade and the Solar shade, oh, that's gorgeous. That Venus shade though, gorgeous. This is definitely going to go on my maybe list. I'm going to have to look more into Notice Beauty. Gorgeous. And then we have something from Shine by SD Cosmetics. They're blues and purples. They look absolutely gorgeous. I will give them that. They look so, so pretty, but I don't think I'm going to pick these up. And I'm not actually sure if these are like brand new or anything. They might not be, but they are very pretty, but I'm going to have to put them on my anti-haul list. Okay, this is going to be a hard one because I want... I'll talk about it. This is from Glisten Cosmetics. Their wet liner shades launched and they have so many. I want some of these. I want some of these cake liners so bad, but I want to find really, really good ones because I know there are absolutely good ones and ones that aren't that great. So if you guys know of any other than the Anastasia Beverly Hills ones, because I'm not purchasing from that brand, that are really good, an indie brand, what have you, leave those down in the comment leave those down in the comment section below for me, just so I can kind of get an idea, because I'm not sure about these. I haven't seen many people talk about Glisten Cosmetics, so I would kind of want some reviews before I just go out and just purchase. Then we have a palette from Unicorn Gang Shop. It's called Secrets of the Fae, and I love this color story. This is definitely going on my maybe. It's $28 with 9 pans, 4 mattes and 5 shimmers. Usually I would like the mattes to be a little more, prominent, but that's totally fine. I love the packaging also. It looks absolutely gorgeous. This is just something that I would definitely want to purchase. It's just really pretty. I love the color story. I love those greens. Then we have something from Midas Cosmetics and Neon MUA. I know that these just came out and they are the face palettes. I do want to try these face palettes and I can't decide if I need dawn or noon. I would probably get dawn just because it's a little bit lighter and I kind of like to work with a lighter bronzer and contour. It's a little bit easier for me. But I would definitely want to try these out, and both those highlights look absolutely gorgeous. Then we have something from Give Me Glow Cosmetics. Their pastel bundle looks absolutely gorgeous. But I have a lot of pastels in my collection that I have not played with, so at this time I'm going to have to pass and put these on the anti-haul list. But they are very pretty and very tempting. Then we have something from Baby Bat Beauty, their Summer Goth palette. Ooh, it's pretty, but a lot of it looks like shimmers, and it only looks like 1, 2, 3 mattes. No, I'm gonna have to pass just based on that. I do love the artwork on this, and part of me would want to purchase it just for the artwork, but I'm really trying to kind of get out of that habit and to really kind of purchase pieces that I'm going to actually enjoy, not only the artwork but the quality as well. And I'm gonna have to pass on this one just because it is so much more shimmer than it is matte. Then we have some palettes that I really, really want, and I'm going to try and not pick any of these up because I'm not really into the monochromatic palette trend. This is the BH Cosmetics Sweet Shop collection, and they look absolutely adorable. Each one has 8 shades, 4 foils / shimmers, and 4 mattes. They're $18. They have sugar cone, sorbet orange, cherry on top, cotton candy, bubblegum, and pistachio. The pistachio palette's the one that I would gravitate towards, as well as the blue and the purple, and maybe the orangey one. But I don't know. I've seen people play with these recently and they look absolutely gorgeous and they look really, really good quality for BH Cosmetics. But I just don't see myself reaching for these that often after filming a video with them. Then Kim Chic Beauty launched liquid highlighters, $16 each, 3 different shades. I'm going to actually put these on the anti-haul. I do want to try Kimchi's brand at some point. I've been kind of looking at it and eyeing it, but I'm not going to pick it up anytime soon. So yeah, these are gonna go on the anti-haul list just because I'm not a huge fan of liquid highlighters. I do not know how to work with them properly, so I'm just gonna have to say this is a no. Then we have a palette from Erica's Vanity Shop that will be coming soon. The new Queen Volume 2 eyeshadow palette includes 7 mattes, 3 shimmers, 6 pressed glitters. Ooh, pressed glitters get me excited. Looking at this, I'm gonna have to pass. It's not a color story that really excites me. While I do think that Royalty pressed glitter looks absolutely gorgeous, I don't know if I would like the quality of the pressed glitters right off the bat, so I'd be kind of nervous to try it. But the color story overall doesn't really excite me. My eye just goes right to that Royalty shade though, and that would be the tempting factor. But I'm going to have to say no, and this is going to go on my anti-haul list. Then we have a palette from XNO Cosmetics, I think it is. This is their Boss Babe palette. The palette includes 30 shades that are highly pigmented, as it says highlight, but I think they meant highly pigmented, long-lasting, variety of pinks, blues, purples, and so much more. I'm looking at all of the blues and I can already tell that I would be able to dupe out those blues with what I have in my collection, as well as some of the purples. So it's more that I'd want to try like the formula from a new indie brand, and that's typically what I'm wanting to do. I'm wanting to find and see if they are actually really, really good. But I'm gonna have to pass on this one. It does look very pretty and almost tempting, but I have a lot of those shades in my collection, so that one's gonna have to go on the anti-haul list as well. Then this is from Spellbound Beauty's newest release, Spellbound Beauty Siren eyeshadow palette. This is pretty. I'm tempted by this one. And I don't know why it could be that the back of it is a very kind of iridescent rainbowy background, and I could play with that in the light, but I like the shade Sea Witch, Nymph, and Poseidon. Those are pretty. I'm gonna put this one on the maybe list. Then we have Sugar Cosmetics Company, and this is a Sugarberry eyeshadow palette. It's very cute. It's shaped like a strawberry. It's adorable. The palette features 14 ultra pigmented shades with 4 pressed glitters, 2 shimmers, and 7 mattes. Available purchase at a retail price of $35. I love that it's greens and yellows and red in kind of like a peachy tone. This actually looks really pretty. I would probably put this one on the maybe list, and it's definitely not just because it's a strawberry palette. It looks absolutely adorable, but also just because it's something that I would like to try. Those pressed glitters look pretty. It's not like there's too many pressed glitters in there. There's enough mattes for me to kind of play with it. Yeah, I want to try the yellows also. I'm gonna put this one on the maybe list. And then we have Sample Beauty. I guess it's a collab with Beth Painter Makeup. It's the Painter's palette. The Tinkerbell shade, that kind of very tealy, bluey green shade that they have in there, that kind of bright one, looks absolutely gorgeous, and that's where my eye goes right away. But looking at all of the other shades, I'm not really that interested in them. I've also kind of seen some mixed reviews on Sample Beauty, so I'm not ready to like pull the trigger and purchase something from them. But it is a pretty palette, but it's going on my anti-haul list. Then we have a palette that I love the color story of, but I'm not a huge fan of like the branding behind it. The branding. It's the Ouija eyeshadow palette. It's the Ouija eyeshadow palette by Killer Queens Cosmetics. The color story is absolutely gorgeous. I'm just not somebody who's gonna mess with a Ouija board. So it's going on the anti-haul list because of that, but it looks absolutely gorgeous. Like so pretty. I love all of the kind of grungy, greeny gold. It's a very pretty color story, and any other circumstance, I would definitely pick this up right away. Then we have the Staycation eyeshadow palette, which has 12 shades. This is newly launched Staycation eyeshadow palette. It looks very pretty. It retails for $25. I love how bright all of the colors are, but I'm going to have to pass just because it kind of falls into a lot of the primary colors, and I already have a couple of palettes that are strictly primary colors, and some of the shades remind me of a Blush Tribe palette I have, so I do not need this. Then we have Blending Factory Cosmetics Cleopatra's Secrets eyeshadow palette. It's going on the anti-haul list just because the color story is not super exciting. I need a little more oomph if I'm going to pick up an eyeshadow palette at this point. Then we have Gamer Glam Cosmetics Space Legend eyeshadow palette. It's shaped like a controller. This is on sale, I guess, for $17, normally $35. I don't know by the time if you guys see this if it's going to be on sale or not. I'll try and find that information out and put it in the description box. But no, I'm not interested in the color story. The actual packaging is adorable. The color story just really doesn't interest me. Then Dark Magic Cosmetics has a Dark Forest eyeshadow palette. It has 9 shades with 4 mattes, 2 shimmers, and 2 diamond shades. Is that what it is? Okay. Ooh, it's pretty, and I'm really tempted, but I'm not going to be picking up any monochromatic palettes. I kind of want a unique color story and not something completely monochromatic. I also have a green palette very similar to this. Maybe not with those intense of shimmer shades, but very similar to this from Blush Tribe, so I don't really need another one. So it's going on the anti-haul list. Then we have something from Bish Beauty. It's a colorful eyeshadow palette. It's coming soon. They're gonna have limited quantity. It's all mattes, and that kind of intrigues me. I kind of like all matte palettes from time to time. It's kind of fun to pull in some of my other palettes that are shimmery, but I'm not going to purchase this, and that's more because it's just not a color story that really interests me. It's pretty, but it's basic. So it's going to go on my anti-haul list. And then we have a palette from Laced with Cherry, the Wanted eyeshadow palette. It retails for $21.99. It looks very pretty, but I'm gonna have to go with no. It's a very pinky shade, and I assume those top shades are all glitters or something. I don't like that this picture is overly edited to make those look super shiny. I just don't believe it. So yeah, that palette is definitely going on the anti-haul list. Then we have a palette from Mel Thompson and Sydney Grace. This is the Tiny Marvels eyeshadow palette, and I absolutely think the packaging looks adorable. But once the shades were revealed, I was kind of like, oh, okay. And I know Mel Thompson does more neutral makeup, so it kind of made sense for her branding and all of that to go on a more neutral side. But when I see the cover, I see brighter colors, and then when it was open, I was kind of like, oh, okay. Oh, okay. So this is not something I'm going to pick up, and I do at some point want to try something from Sydney Grace. I still have not. I haven't gotten around to it, haven't been able to. Other things have come out that have kind of distracted me from this brand. But no, this is not something I'm going to pick up. Then P. Louise is coming out with a eyeshadow palette, and it's the, I don't know if the eyeshadow palette is called Gorgeous or what, I don't know. But it's blues, greens, neutrals, and purple. I would have loved it if they had just done like a blue-green palette and not included the purple and maybe included those oranges. That would have like totally gone with, I would have gone with it. But I'm not, I don't know. I have blue-green palettes. I would like an extra twist. Like if they put oranges in with it, I would totally be fine and down with that. But this is just not something I'm going to pick up. I haven't been really interested in anything P. Louise has released. Then we have the ColourPop Succulents and Freshest Blooms palette. Okay, this whole collection looks very pretty. I like the packaging. I like the mint green. The blushes look absolutely gorgeous. But I'm not interested in the eyeshadow palette. I've been looking at things from ColourPop and just have been bored. This palette is boring. It's pretty, but it's boring. I want some more excitement. I mean, look at my eye makeup today, you guys. I need something more exciting. I need something to be like, wow, or just kind of intrigue me for me to pick it up, and this does not do it. The packaging looks absolutely gorgeous though. A+ on the packaging, but this is going on my anti-haul list. Then we have something from a brand called Shared Planet. That's the new Sea Turtle Highlighter Palette. Consists of 5 warm golden shades designed to complement all skin tones, available for purchase at retail price of $44. Wow, that's expensive. I like the packaging, but I don't need any more highlights. I don't need another highlighter palette. I have several highlighting palettes. I have several loose highlighters. I have several other highlighters. I just single highlight. I have highlighters. I mean, it's bad how many highlighters I have. So that is going on my anti-haul list just because I have 9,000 highlighters and only one face. Then we have the XOXO by Aiden. This is the Eye Artistry palette. This is 9 pressed glitters with 8 fully pigmented glitters and 1 top coat glitter. Ooh, that sounds pretty. That teal glitter, oh, I'm kind of tempted by this. Retails for $22.99. I'm gonna put this on the maybe list because I'm intrigued by that teal and that like pinky purple one and that gold. Oh yeah, this is going on the maybe list. I think it's absolutely gorgeous and it's pressed glitters and I'm addicted. And Midas Cosmetics is going to have loose setting powders available for $12 each in 5 shades. They're vegan and cruelty free. It is described as having a silk-like texture and blurs pores. It says blues pores. Blurs pores with a satin semi-matte finish. Okay. I would try Midas Cosmetics powders and things, but I don't know. I'm not one to pick up loose powders unless I absolutely need them. Then we have this Ace Beauté. Oh, this is pretty. But I think I'm just looking at the Popsicle Theme Park and Water Slide shades and the Vacation shade. Everything else I kind of have. Oh, it's really pretty. I want to try more from Ace Beauté. I have one palette. I've tried the Grandiose palette a while ago and didn't like it, but I've heard some good things. And this looks pretty. I'm actually going to put this on the maybe list just because I really want to try out the formula. Then we have, oh, this is so tempting. Then we have 3 new palettes from Juvia's Place. They're minis. They have the Sweet Pinks eyeshadow palette. These are $14 each, by the way. The Taupes eyeshadow palette and the Mauves eyeshadow palette. I'm gonna go through and talk about each one. The pink one looks absolutely gorgeous. The one that really kind of I want is the Mauves one. And I think that one would go on the maybe list, while the other 2 I'm going to anti-haul. Then we have something else from Kimchi Beauty, and these are the Juicy 9 collection. They retail for $14. So let's talk about that top left one. Top right. It's the top corner, the colorful one. That one's a no. The green one's a no. They're all gonna be a no. I'm looking at the color stories and I'm not that intrigued. It's more the cute packaging. And I like the idea of all of those yellows with that those shimmery greens. That's absolutely gorgeous, but it would have to be something super impressive, and maybe I need to see reviews, but I'm going to anti-haul that for now because there's other eyeshadow palettes from Kimchi that I want more than these. But I do like that they're only $14. That's kind of a nice deal. And then we have an eyeshadow palette that I saw today, and it's the Lifted Cosmetics Beauty and the Beast palette. Features 12 colors. Oh gosh, it's the stoner version of Beauty and the Beast with mattes, shimmers, and pressed glitters. I'm bored by the color story, really, so that I wouldn't pick that up. Yeah, that's gonna have to go on the anti-haul list as well. Then we have a palette from Mocha Cosmetics. It's their Purple Paradise eyeshadow palette. This contains 12 shades with 4 shimmers, 1 satin, 5 mattes, and 2 pressed glitters. This is pretty. It's a little bit more muted than I would like it. I'm more into bright colors. It retails for $25. It's pretty, but I'm going to have to anti-haul it just because it's, again, that purpley pink, and I think I have enough pinks and enough purples. So that was the last product that for my anti-haul slash will I buy it, I guess. You guys will have to let me know down below which products you really would go and purchase, or what new things you've seen, or if you've purchased any of these, what you think of them. I would be very curious to find that out. Well, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment down below so that we can chat, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!